In a small village nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, lived a young girl named Asha. Her life was simple, surrounded by the beauty of nature and the warmth of her close-knit family. Asha's family lived in a modest house made of mud and straw, typical of the homes in their village. Her father, Ramesh, was a hard-working farmer, toiling from dawn till dusk in the fields, while her mother, Meera, took care of the household and raised Asha and her younger brother, Anil. Despite their financial struggles, Asha's parents believed in the power of education. They had both grown up without the opportunity to attend school and wanted a different future for their children. Every evening, after completing her chores, Asha would sit with her books, determined to learn everything she could. She was an eager student, absorbing knowledge like a sponge, and often stayed up late into the night, reading by the dim light of an oil lamp. Asha's favorite moments were the evenings she spent with her grandmother, Amma, who told her stories of brave warriors, wise kings, and mystical creatures. These tales filled Asha's imagination with dreams of adventure and possibility. However, the stories that resonated most with her were those about ordinary people achieving extraordinary things. She dreamt of one day having her own story of success to share. One day, a new teacher named Mr. Ravi arrived at the village school. He was young, enthusiastic, and passionate about teaching. He noticed Asha's passion for learning and took her under his wing, offering extra help and encouragement. Mr. Ravi often told his students that success was not just about wealth or status but about making a difference in the world. His words struck a chord with Asha, who began to see her education as a pathway to a better future for her family and her village. Under Mr. Ravi's guidance, Asha's confidence grew. She started participating in local competitions, winning several awards in academics and sports. Her achievements were a source of pride for her family and the entire village. However, Asha knew that if she wanted to achieve her dreams, she would need to leave the village and pursue higher education in the city. Asha's decision to apply for scholarships and colleges in the city was met with mixed emotions. Her parents were proud but also worried about the challenges she would face. The city was a world apart from their quiet village, filled with unknowns and potential dangers. But Asha was determined. She knew that this was her chance to change not only her life but also the lives of those she loved. With the support of her parents and Mr. Ravi, Asha applied to several prestigious colleges. The day her acceptance letter arrived was a day of celebration. It was a bittersweet moment, filled with joy and tears. Asha would be leaving her family and the only home she had ever known. But she carried with her the hopes and dreams of her parents, her village, and her own unyielding determination to succeed. As Asha prepared to leave for the city, her grandmother gave her a small, hand-woven bag filled with letters from her family and a locket containing a picture of her parents. "Remember where you come from," Amma said, her eyes glistening with tears. "And know that we are always with you, no matter where you go." With a heart full of dreams and the weight of her family's expectations, Asha set off on her journey to the city. She was stepping into the unknown, but she carried with her the lessons of her past and the promise of a brighter future. The road ahead would be filled with challenges and triumphs, but Asha was ready to face whatever came her way. She was determined to share her success, not just for herself but for everyone who had believed in her. The bustling city was a stark contrast to the serene village Asha had left behind. Tall buildings, busy streets, and the constant hum of activity were overwhelming at first, but Asha was determined to adapt. She enrolled at a prestigious college, her heart filled with excitement and a touch of apprehension. The first few weeks were challenging. The academic workload was intense, and Asha struggled to keep up with the fast pace of city life. She often felt homesick, missing her family and the familiar comforts of her village. Asha found solace in the college library, a quiet sanctuary amidst the chaos. She spent hours buried in books, determined to excel in her studies. Her dedication soon caught the attention of Dr. Sinha, a kind-hearted professor who admired her passion for learning. Dr. Sinha became Asha's mentor, guiding her through her academic journey and offering invaluable advice. Despite her academic success, Asha faced financial difficulties. The scholarship covered her tuition, but living expenses in the city were high. To make ends meet, she took up part-time jobs, working late into the night at a local cafe and tutoring younger students. The long hours and constant juggling of responsibilities were exhausting, but Asha remained resolute. She knew that every sacrifice brought her one step closer to her dreams. Asha's hard work began to pay off. She excelled in her classes, often receiving top grades and praise from her professors. Her success was not just a testament to her intelligence but also to her perseverance and determination. She became a role model for other students, especially those from rural backgrounds. Her story inspired many to pursue their dreams despite the odds. One day, Asha came across a poster advertising a national essay competition. The topic was, "The Role of Education in Transforming Lives." Asha felt a surge of excitement. This was her chance to share her story and the impact education had on her life. She spent countless hours writing and rewriting her essay, pouring her heart and soul into every word. She wrote about her village, her family, and the challenges she had overcome. She wrote about the power of education to break the cycle of poverty and create opportunities for a better future. A few months later, Asha received a letter informing her that she had won the competition. The news was a turning point in her life. Along with the prestigious award came a scholarship for further studies and an internship opportunity at a renowned non-profit organization focused on education and community development. The internship was a dream come true for Asha. It allowed her to apply her knowledge and skills in a meaningful way while continuing her studies. The internship brought Asha into contact with influential people who were impressed by her dedication and passion. She worked on various projects, from organizing educational workshops to developing community programs. Her efforts earned her recognition and respect within the organization. She quickly rose through the ranks, becoming an integral part of the team. Asha's achievements brought her into the spotlight. She was invited to speak at conferences and events, where she shared her journey and the importance of education. Her story resonated with many, and she became a beacon of hope for those facing similar challenges. Her words inspired others to dream big and work hard, just as she had. Despite her busy schedule, Asha never forgot her roots. She regularly visited her village, using her newfound resources and connections to improve the local school and provide scholarships for deserving students. She wanted to ensure that other children from her village had the same opportunities she had been given. Asha's success was not just about her own achievements but about making a difference in the lives of others. Through hard work, determination, and a steadfast belief in the power of education, Asha had taken her first steps towards success. Her journey was far from over, but she had already accomplished more than she had ever dreamed possible. She was not just a student from a small village. She was a changemaker, a leader, and a beacon of hope. Asha's life in the city was a whirlwind of achievements and new experiences. However, her journey was far from smooth. Just as she was beginning to find her footing, a storm of challenges struck, testing her resilience and determination. During her final year of college, Asha received devastating news from her village. Her father, Ramesh, had fallen seriously ill. The family's meager savings were quickly depleted by medical bills, and the financial burden grew heavier. Asha was heartbroken and worried. Her father had always been a pillar of strength, and seeing him suffer was unbearable. Asha considered dropping out of college to return home and support her family. The thought of leaving her studies behind, after coming so far, was agonizing. She discussed her dilemma with her mother, Meera, over a tearful phone call. "You have worked so hard to get here, Asha," her mother said, her voice trembling. "Your education is our hope. Stay in the city and finish your degree. We will manage." With a heavy heart, Asha decided to stay. She took on more part-time jobs, working long hours at the cafe and tutoring sessions, barely getting any sleep. The physical and emotional toll was immense. She would often find herself on the brink of exhaustion, fighting back tears as she pushed through each day. Balancing her demanding schedule, Asha's grades began to slip. She struggled to focus on her studies, her mind constantly preoccupied with worries about her family. Her professors noticed the change and grew concerned. Dr. Sinha, her mentor, called her in for a meeting. "Asha, I can see that something is troubling you," he said gently. "You need to take care of yourself. Let us know how we can help." Asha confided in Dr. Sinha about her father's illness and the financial struggles her family was facing. Dr. Sinha listened attentively and offered practical advice and support. He helped her apply for emergency financial aid and arranged for flexible deadlines for her assignments. His kindness and understanding provided Asha with a glimmer of hope. One evening, while working at the cafe, Asha overheard a conversation between two patrons discussing a new startup company looking for interns. Intrigued, she approached them and learned that the company was focused on educational technology, a field that aligned perfectly with her interests. Asha applied for the internship, hoping it would be a stepping stone towards a better future. To her delight, Asha was accepted into the internship program. The experience was a game changer. Not only did it provide her with valuable professional skills, but it also offered a decent stipend, easing some of her financial burdens. The internship allowed Asha to immerse herself in innovative projects aimed at improving education through technology. She thrived in the dynamic environment, her creativity and passion shining through. As Asha juggled her internship, studies, and part-time jobs, she began to find a new rhythm. Slowly, her grades improved, and she regained her academic standing. Her father's condition stabilized, and the family managed to get by with the additional income Asha sent home. The storm had not passed, but the clouds were starting to clear. Despite the struggles, Asha's determination remained unshaken. She was driven by a deep-seated belief that her efforts would lead to a better life for her family and her village. She often reminded herself of Mr. Ravi's words, "Success is not just about personal achievements, it's about making a difference in the world." Asha's journey was a testament to resilience. She faced her setbacks head-on, never allowing them to define her. Instead, she used them as stepping stones, learning and growing stronger with each challenge. Her story was one of perseverance, a reminder that success is often forged in the crucible of adversity. As Asha prepared to graduate, she looked back at the obstacles she had overcome and the lessons she had learned. She knew that the road ahead would still be fraught with challenges, but she was ready. With a heart full of dreams and an unwavering spirit, Asha continued her journey, determined to turn every struggle into a stepping stone towards a brighter future. With graduation on the horizon, Asha felt a mixture of excitement and apprehension. She had overcome countless obstacles to reach this point, and now the future was wide open with possibilities. Her internship at the educational technology startup had not only provided her with invaluable experience but also opened doors to new opportunities. Upon graduation, Asha was offered a full-time position at the startup. Her innovative ideas and relentless work ethic had impressed the company's leadership. Accepting the offer, Asha dove headfirst into her new role. She quickly rose through the ranks, taking on more responsibilities and leading important projects. Her work focused on developing digital tools that made education accessible to underprivileged communities. Asha's passion for her work was fueled by her own experiences and the desire to make a real difference in the world. One of her first major projects was creating an app that provided free, high-quality educational resources to students in rural areas. She assembled a team of talented individuals who shared her vision, and together they worked tirelessly to bring the app to life. The app featured interactive lessons, video tutorials, and virtual classrooms, all designed to bridge the educational gap between urban and rural students. As the app gained popularity, Asha's reputation as a visionary leader grew. She was invited to speak at conferences and seminars, where she shared her journey and the impact of her work. Her story resonated with many, and she became a role model for aspiring young entrepreneurs and students. Her humble beginnings and the struggles she had overcome made her an inspiring figure, especially for those facing similar challenges. Despite her professional success, Asha never lost sight of her roots. She used her newfound resources and influence to support her family and her village. With the money she earned, she was able to ensure her father's medical treatment and improve her family's living conditions. She also invested in the local school, providing it with better facilities, books, and other learning materials. Asha established a scholarship fund for bright students from low-income families, ensuring they had the opportunity to pursue higher education just as she had. Asha's efforts extended beyond her village. She collaborated with various non-profit organizations to launch educational initiatives across the country. Her foundation, named after her grandmother Amma, aimed to provide scholarships, mentorship, and resources to underprivileged students nationwide. The foundation's work brought education to thousands of children who otherwise would not have had the opportunity. As the years passed, Asha's impact grew. Her app was used by millions of students, transforming the way education was delivered in remote and underserved areas. Her foundation helped countless young people achieve their dreams, breaking the cycle of poverty and creating a brighter future for their communities. Asha's success was not just measured by her professional achievements but by the lives she touched and the positive changes she brought about. One memorable event highlighted the culmination of Asha's journey. She was invited to deliver a keynote address at an international education conference. Standing before a large audience of educators, policymakers, and students, Asha felt a profound sense of gratitude and fulfillment. She spoke passionately about the power of education, sharing stories of the students who had benefited from her work and the importance of giving back to the community. "I stand here today not as an individual success story," Asha said, her voice resonating with conviction, but as a testament to the collective power of determination, support, and the belief that we can all make a difference. My journey began in a small village, but it is far from over. Each one of us has the potential to create positive change, no matter where we come from or what challenges we face. The audience erupted in applause, inspired by Asha's words and the authenticity of her story. She had come a long way from the girl who studied by the dim light of an oil lamp in a tiny village. Her journey was a beacon of hope, proving that with hard work, perseverance, and a commitment to making a difference, anyone could achieve their dreams and beyond. Asha's story was a testament to the transformative power of education and the importance of sharing one's success to uplift others. She had not only achieved her dreams but had also become a catalyst for change, inspiring countless others to follow in her footsteps. As she looked out at the sea of faces, Asha knew that her journey was far from over. There were still many mountains to climb and many lives to touch. With unwavering determination and a heart full of hope, she was ready to continue her mission of spreading the light of education and creating a better world for all. Years passed, and Asha's impact on the world grew exponentially. Her educational app continued to reach millions of students, her foundation expanded its reach across the country, and her story became a beacon of hope for countless individuals. Yet, amid all her accomplishments, Asha remained humble and deeply connected to her roots. One day, Asha decided to return to her village for a special event. The local school, which had flourished thanks to her support, was celebrating its 50th anniversary. The villagers had organized a grand ceremony to honor Asha and the transformative impact she had made on their community. As she approached the village, memories of her childhood flooded back, and she felt a profound sense of gratitude and nostalgia. The entire village gathered for the celebration, their faces beaming with pride and joy. The school had undergone a remarkable transformation: new buildings, a well-equipped library, and a playground teeming with children's laughter. The sight filled Asha's heart with immense satisfaction. She had always dreamed of giving back to her community, and now, she was witnessing the fruits of her labor. Asha's speech at the ceremony was heartfelt and inspiring. She shared her journey, the challenges she had faced, and the importance of perseverance in education. "This village shaped me," she said, her voice filled with emotion. "It taught me the value of hard work, resilience, and community. Everything I've achieved is because of the love and support I received here. Now, it's my turn to give back and ensure that every child in this village has the opportunity to dream big and succeed." The villagers applauded, their eyes glistening with tears of pride and gratitude. Asha's success was not just her own, it was a shared triumph, a testament to the power of community and the transformative impact of education. The event concluded with a series of performances by the school children, showcasing their talents and dreams for the future. Asha's return to the village marked the beginning of a new chapter in her mission to spread education and empowerment. She initiated several new projects, including vocational training programs for women, health camps, and environmental conservation initiatives. Her vision extended beyond education. She wanted to create a holistic model of development that would uplift the entire community. As Asha's foundation grew, so did her influence. She was invited to speak at international forums, collaborate with global organizations, and advise policymakers on educational reform. Her story was featured in numerous publications, and she received several prestigious awards. Yet, despite all the accolades, Asha remained grounded and focused on her mission. One of her most significant projects was the establishment of the Amma Center for Innovation and Learning, named in honor of her beloved grandmother. The center served as a hub for creativity, research, and collaboration, bringing together students, educators, and innovators from around the world. It offered scholarships, mentorship programs, and state-of-the-art facilities, fostering a culture of excellence and innovation. Asha's work extended to advocacy and policy change. She campaigned for equitable access to education, the inclusion of technology in rural schools, and the importance of holistic development. Her efforts influenced several policy decisions, leading to reforms that improved the quality of education and opportunities for countless students. Through it all, Asha never lost sight of the personal connections that had shaped her journey. She maintained close ties with her family, visited her village regularly, and continued to mentor young students. Her foundation's work was deeply rooted in the values of compassion, empathy, and community. One evening, as Asha sat on the porch of her childhood home, watching the sun set over the hills, she reflected on her journey. She had come a long way from the girl who studied by the dim light of an oil lamp, driven by dreams of a better future. Her journey had been filled with challenges, triumphs, and countless moments of growth and learning. Asha realized that her greatest success was not in her personal achievements but in the lives she had touched and the positive change she had brought about. She had shared her success, not just through words but through actions, creating a ripple effect that would continue to inspire and uplift others for generations to come. As the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, Asha made a silent promise to herself to continue her mission with unwavering dedication, to spread the light of education and empowerment, and to share her success in ways that would make a lasting impact. She knew that her journey was far from over, and with a heart full of hope and determination, she looked forward to the endless possibilities that lay ahead.